You got something on your shirt? Oh, just kidding.
You really wanted me to go? Let's see what you got.
I call playing blue first.
If you want to play basketball in VR, Blacktop Hoops is where it's at. We finally have a fleshed out basketball game that has a wonderfully voice-acted campaign against AI, as well as multiplayer that supports up to 8 players on the court in ranked or unranked matches. There's a lot to uncover about Blacktop Hoops, so let's get right into it. Hello everyone, my name is Kory, and in this series we will help you answer the question if Blacktop Hoops is worth it. As always, we talk about the good stuff, the bad stuff, and then I give you my opinion and tell you whether I think it's worth it. So let's get right into it. As soon as you enter Blacktop Hoops, you are hit with an incredible art style that is absolutely perfect to match the theme of the game. And it hits me with an incredible amount of nostalgia from when I played the NBA Street games back in 2000 and... You know what, never mind, I'm just dating myself at this point. The colors are vibrant, and the animations are incredibly fluid, which honestly blew me away. I've never seen a VR game with such good character modeling and animations that fit so well within the themed environments. When I first saw the menu screen that has one of the story characters performing some sweet dribbles on the court, I was entranced by the incredibly fluid animations. Gameplay itself was smooth, without any hiccups on both PC VR and on the Quest 3 version. Alright, listen, before we get into this too far, I've never claimed to be good at basketball, and I think VR basketball is even harder, just saying. The mechanics in Blacktop Hoops are as you would expect. You must dribble the basketball to move around the court. The ball stays under your hand automatically as you dribble, but it can be swiped away and stolen, so you do need to keep an eye on your opponents. Shooting baskets is as you would expect as well, and you will use both hands as you steady the ball while you push and flick with your dominant hand to take your shot. There are trick points that can be acquired by performing tricks, such as doing crossovers while dribbling, stealing the ball from an opponent, blocking, scoring points, or otherwise playing the game. Your points go towards your trick meter, and when your trick meter is full, you can use it for a trick shot. Trick shots are guaranteed points, as your shots and dunks will automatically go into the basket when you activate your trick shot, as long as you're aiming somewhat near the basket. This is where things get exciting, and the feeling of the NBA Street games comes into play. These wild power-up mechanics keep things feeling funky and not so serious. You can perform various styles of dunks just by positioning your body in different ways as you dunk. These tricks make it feel like you're playing the real thing. As you go to dunk, rotate your arm to perform the hammer, which is my favorite move by the way, and slam it into the basket, scoring points and getting a little victory run in if you can. Controller haptics are amazing as well and allow you to feel the ball come up and hit your hand each time you dribble, which adds a lot of value in keeping you immersed in the game. In Blacktop Hoops, you have an AI campaign to play through with a few difficulty levels to choose from. You can also go against AI in a 1v1 match whenever you desire. There are public and private parks as well, which are spots to hang out and chill in a multiplayer setting while shooting some hoops. If you're feeling competitive, you can enter a ranked or unranked multiplayer game in a solo or group match with up to 4 players on each team, for a total of 4 players on the court. You can also create private games if you want to keep things isolated and just hang out with you and your friends. Or just you. The voice acting is absolutely phenomenal, and for good reason. Blacktop Hoops features some very talented voice actors, including Dante Basco, who played Zuko in the original Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hello, Zuko here.
Outside of the incredible talent, the slap sounds are some of the most satisfying sounds I've heard in a game, and Blacktop Hoops does everything else just as good.
Put your hand down, bro.
There are also over 30 different soundtracks, all inspired by the 90s and 2000s hip-hop. The campaign sets you up with a beautifully crafted intro sequence that works as a fantastic introduction to the story aspect of the game. I cannot comment on the story length, as I've personally not completed it, and it will depend on your skill level, but Blacktop Hoops does offer a few difficulty levels to meet your skill set, and they do offer 12 different bosses to battle. As you improve your skills, you can replay the campaign at a higher difficulty, or jump into multiplayer matches to compete in ranked or unranked games, or simply chill out and join a public park session, which is a great place to hang out. There's a lot to do in Blacktop Hoops to keep you coming back, including daily login rewards and countless challenges, unlockables, and leaderboards to keep you busy for quite some time. There are an abundance of menu options on the PC version and nearly as many on the MetaQuest platform. If we take a look at the menu, you have all of your basketball game modes front and center. You also have access to your career stats, which is where you will find your win percent, matches played, average points, blocks, and many other stats and leaderboards to obsess over. There's a DLC page that shows various cosmetics for purchase with real currency as well. You have an avatar creator that allows a decent amount of customization to make you happy. And there are dozens upon dozens of cosmetic items that you can purchase in the shop as well, as you acquire coins as daily login rewards and completing challenges throughout the game. These cosmetics range from shirts, basketball styles, cool dunk animations, and even different court locations. The devs sure know what they're doing regarding rewarding the player for their time put in. There are plenty of cosmetic rewards to keep you busy, and the court designs and dunk animations are an unexpected bonus that I really enjoyed seeing. There are quite a few comfort settings, including smooth and snap turning, vignetting options, and you can completely remap your controls if you desire. To keep this section brief, I'm going to quickly scroll through the comfort options so you can see what current options are available in the game. Alright, let's quickly talk about some of the issues that I found. I will say that all of these bugs and issues have been reported to the devs, and they are aware of them. Some may have been resolved before launch, but most of my issues had to do with the tutorial system, which the developers said they're currently working on a new tutorial system which should be coming soon. So, let's talk about some of these issues. In the menu, I had some problems with hand tracking. I also felt my hands were not lined up with my index controllers, and I didn't see any options to calibrate this. The tutorial seemed a bit backwards when throwing you right into a 1 versus 1 game in the campaign, when it should first have taught you how to steal and block. The first 1v1 game was incredibly challenging because I did not understand how to play the game entirely. Once I learned more, things were much more easy. But currently the tutorial only teaches you to dribble, shoot, and dunk, which is useful. But in a 1v1 situation, you need to understand how to steal and block the ball as well to have an effective game, which I was not taught in the main tutorial. There were also issues I found while learning to play, which should be obvious for people who understand the sport of basketball, but for someone like myself who is mostly unfamiliar, I was failing to understand why the backboard said clear ball, because I was not taught this at any point in the game. For those wondering, clear ball means you must take the ball past the 3-point line before you can score points. And for those wondering what the 3-point line is, because the game doesn't offer an explanation of this either, it's the large arcing white line on the ground that surrounds the basketball hoop. Basically, the devs need to recreate the tutorial from the viewpoint of someone who has never played this game and who has a weak understanding of how to play basketball. The good thing is that this is already being worked on. When you enter a campaign in progress, you are initially placed in your bedroom, where you're able to interact with the map on the wall to pick where you want to go. This took me a while to realize because I didn't have any pop-up to let me know I can interact with this wall, and nothing lit up showing me what to do. I also noticed a bug when turning the volume for music down to 0, the music would still come in briefly when loading into the menu. Again, I spoke with the devs and they said all of this should be fixed in the near future. I personally really enjoyed the overall atmosphere and vibes. Right away, you're hit with incredibly catchy intro music and beautiful artwork and animations. The vast array of game modes is amazing. Their AI did a great job at keeping me entertained in the campaign, and their various multiplayer modes, including ranked sessions, is exactly what I would expect from a VR basketball title. Blacktop Hoops is one of the best VR titles I've played. While it does have its issues with a much-needed tutorial update that's coming soon, the foundation of the game is there, and the core mechanics of dribbling, shooting, and dunking all feel great. There are many aspects of Blacktop Hoops that I enjoy, starting immediately with the overall vibe you get by simply launching the game. The music, sound design, artwork, animations, and overall mechanics and game design work wonderfully together and create something special. With a great campaign to venture through, challenges and leaderboards, a wonderful multiplayer system, and countless unlockables and cosmetic items to equip, you have everything you need to have an amazing experience playing basketball in VR. This has me excited for more VR sports games because things feel awesome in VR when they're done right, and I think Blacktop Hoops is well worth it. I'm curious whether you think Blacktop Hoops is worth it though. Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see more videos just like this one, make sure to subscribe, you'll see more. And liking this video seriously does help a lot. If you enjoyed it, click that button. It does a lot for me with the algorithm and all that. You know how it works here. So anyway, if you want to know anything else, check the description down below. I have links there to the game, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, there's a link there as well. I say random stuff sometimes. Anyway, as always, make sure to think for yourself, which means question yourself. Do what makes you happy, and I'll see you all next time.